First off, hello and welcome. You've obviously clicked on this video because you'd like to learn the perspective of someone who is a loner, or you might relate to this video because you're a loner yourself. And originally, I wanted to record this video last night, but I was just way too tired and way too exhausted. But today, I'm feeling much better and in the mood, and my thoughts are all together so I can properly talk about this topic of being a loner, enjoying Stalker 2, and why I can connect with it so much. Now, today, we're just gonna mess around and kind of go around some places I haven't been to in this area. Of course, I have to go down here to the swamp to do some story mission stuff, but I'm not gonna do that for this video. I just wanna yap on and talk about being a loner and also playing Stalker 2. So it seems like we got a stormy day today. Kind of nice, feeling a little moody with it in terms of the weather, but we got to be a bit careful because there is some lightning storms here and there. So, okay, Stalker 2, Stalker games, if you played either or you're just getting introduced into the zone, why does this game feel so lonely? And why does it feel comforting to certain people who are loners like myself? Well, that's the interesting part, is not really to get too personal and just kind of share a little bit about myself, but I've been basically a loner. I have no problem with talking with people. I have no problem with, interacting with people. Nothing like that. I've always been a person who's decided to do things on my own and by myself. And I have my small group of friends, which, of course, every once in a while I take out the time to enjoy with, and I cherish them very much and love them to death. But at times, I felt like it was always just best for me to do my own thing. And as you know, I've gotten older, and after graduating high school, a lot of the people that I used to talk to don't talk to anymore, none of that stuff. So what does any of this have to do with Stalker games, or specifically even Stalker 2? Stalker and the zone makes you feel alone. It makes you feel immersed into a place which you can enjoy its rich, luscious environment. And I understand that when it comes to a game like this, obviously, for me, it can feel a bit cozy. You get to explore around, you get to take out the time to do things, maybe sometimes interact with people, defend yourself if you need to. All these different aspects of the game are just amazing to deal with. And the zone as itself, as a character, is incredibly interesting because the way that people talk about the zone, what they expect from the zone, their aspirations in the zone, how they separate it from the main part of Ukraine compared to just the zone itself, is a different place. It almost feels, in some cases in this game, mystical. As my phone goes off, thank you phone, now you're muted. There's certain things that I really enjoy about this game, a bit of the supernatural element. Some people are turned off by that, but it makes you want to learn more about the zone, be curious about the zone, and especially with the factions, each one of them has their own reasoning for being in the zone. Some to uphold the law in terms of the zone, in terms of researching things. Others are just more cult-like, which that's a whole other thing, which I'm not going to get into, and I probably don't agree with a lot of things that they do. But in other cases, some are just trying to escape, and they come to the zone and they have aspirations and other things. Was that a gunshot? What the hell was that? That sounded like a bullet just hit nearby. Okay, that was not good. And Stalker 2 is just, it's a game that when you experience it, you'll learn to appreciate it. Obviously, when it works. I understand a lot of people are having their frustrations with this game in terms of it, but when the game works, it's wonderful. It's fun. And if you can learn to appreciate its shortcomings, it's a game that you can sometimes connect with if you're a person like me who's a loner. Now, obviously, in this situation, maybe anxiety or fear, other aspects can attribute to characteristics of the zone and how they make people feel. It gives you a sense of meaning. It gives you a reason to exist within the zone, a goal to achieve, something to do. And for me, as a person who, while I've been to myself, I've always been somewhat laser focused on things that I want to do or things I want to achieve. That's what the goal of a lot of people in the zone are, and why I can relate to it in many cases. Everyone's trying to do something. They're trying to come here to have a purpose, maybe find their reasoning in a place or a world that they might feel very lost in. It's something that I think can be incredibly relatable. I just think of the many aspects as someone who's alone and takes out the time to appreciate the zone itself, especially the situations that you go through. You also learn how to appreciate the human connection, and how in aspects like I mentioned before, I have no problem with interacting with people. I have no problem with talking with people. It's just I decide not to because a lot of people come with their own form of baggage, and I'm dealing with my own stuff. And it probably doesn't help because, you know, now as we are these days are very separated and divided in many cases. But I think in other aspects, the zone brings people together in very odd ways. There's a lot of locked doors around here, and that's kind of frustrating because that means that I might need keys or I just have to figure out other ways for me to get inside. But I enjoy this game so much. I really do. I think, especially with the second one, it's definitely a massive improvement in some areas, and some improvements need to be done in other areas. And I think that's the best part about it, right? I've been having conversations with you guys in the comments talking about this game with your experiences, things that you enjoy, things that you don't enjoy, the factions, the firefights, everything. And in aspects with interacting with people makes you feel less lonely and makes you feel like you're a part of a community. But especially with me and talking about this stuff and making it feel like I'm at home within the first video that I made of me talking about Stalker 2, it's something I never really expected to pop off. You know, again, I'm just a random guy who just decided to go and yap about these things, and people just really like the way that I talk. So of course, I think it would be a little bit amiss if I didn't talk about being a loner and also enjoying this game and why I love this game a lot. And I've even mentioned that in the original video as a person who I enjoy my own company. Again, what does any of this have to do with Stalker 2 and specifically loneliness and whatnot? My reconnection, especially with a friend and reconnecting with a loved one or learning to appreciate something, almost feels somewhat similar to the zone, right? No, it seems like we're gonna have to do it this way. And the zone feels like an old friend in some cases. It feels like an old connection or an old love, reconnecting once more again to appreciate what was there and maybe what has been lost, to see it grow older, see it change, see it become different. Is there anything up here? Okay, the only reason I would assume to be up here is to just get over through this way, right? Screw it, I'm gonna see if I can just try to go through here. And that's how it can be sometimes. It's just, the zone feels like an old friend. Well, there's some good guys here, thankfully. And moments in time where you're trying to rekindle something. Ooh, we got a new suit? Let's go. Duty suit. Oh no. All right, we gotta find a shelter. Leave it up to an mission. Let's just start randomly again. I feel like this is becoming a normal occurrence. No, it's locked. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. I think I could go in here, right? Okay, we're good. We can stay in here. A little bit of a tangent, but you get what I mean. In some cases, with different aspects of the zone makes me feel cozy. Little moments like this you can learn to appreciate, even though it's on a mission and this is incredibly terrifying and anxiety-inducing. The aspects of what I mentioned in my first video where it was raining and storming and other things, and I thought it was incredibly nice, makes me learn to appreciate the aspects of good and nice sunny weather. Everyone's always used to a sunny day or a day where it's warm and things like that, but then the moment it becomes really rough, obviously then that's completely different. You know, people feel depressed, and same thing with the winter. But for me, I don't know. It's just been something where I really enjoy the winter. It's very nice, quiet, quaint, not really too much going on. A little bit cozy. That leads me into another conversation, which of course stems from the comments, because I'm always enjoying what you guys are talking about in the comment section. So somebody mentioned that it would be incredibly awesome to see some sort of co-op. And I understand that with a lot of people, most people are gonna probably push back on that. And I agree in some cases. In others, having one other player would be nice. That would be kind of cool. But Stalker's always been a game which has been, you're by yourself, right? And if you add more players, then it's just going to start to feel like a game where, you know, it's not as taken serious according to some people. But I think with games like Stalker and how alone you feel, that's the benefit. And again, people like me who enjoy that time to be to themselves and alone and cherish and appreciate the aspects that you have to yourself, kind of feels like peace, especially in a place of chaos like the zone. Okay. I turned off my targeting reticle I know some people were telling me about this and like I'm doing this mid-video, but I just wanted to turn it off, so we'll see how the game changes. I think many people will have their sort of mixed experience with the zone. Some will really love to enjoy it and others will learn to hate it. The zone is not for everyone, but for the people who are able to get past all of its faults and different decisions that the zone ends up creating over time, especially with its different anomalies, as we'll say, quotations, anomalies. You get what I mean? There will be other aspects that many people will learn to enjoy about this game and the zone itself. Okay, there's a base here. Is there anyone around here? So I haven't been around here at all before. This is like a port, I think it is. But what could be around this port is going to be only God's guess at this point. Not liking this so far, though. All right, thank you. It's a little too quiet for me, and I'm not too keen on this. Plus, this is the one stash I have to go to for this area. So far, so good. Oh boy, we have to go onto a boat. Oh, this should be fun. I was just on one boat. Now this one is going to be completely different, I would assume. There's so many anomalies around here. Holy. I could see them though, which is fine, but ooh, 0.45 ACP rounds and some vodka and some buckshots. Bless. Dude, I feel like I'm running out of buckshots more and more as these mutants are just coming by here. Quick save. Here we go. Oh, this should be fun, going into a science bunker. What could ever possibly be around the science bunker? I wonder. I really wonder. So positive is that the storm has passed, which is really nice. And now we're just only left with figuring out about the stash. I got another piece of armor. Oh, now I'm over encumbered though. Oh, it's literally just that. It's only the reason for you to come all the way up here just to do that. Oh, we can't open this yet. Okay, so there's a purpose for this area. It's just we can't go in here yet. Damn it. This right here is a prime example. Look how nice and sunny it is. It's a beautiful day in the zone. I can learn to appreciate this after being through millions of different storms and whatnot and making it feel miserable. There's a lot of stuff you can learn to appreciate. So I guess since I'm going all the way over to Dansk, is that how you say it? Soltansk? Soltansk? Yeah, Soltansk, not Sudansk. I don't know why I said Sudansk. So I'm going over to Soltansk. Either way, thank you to everyone who has been enjoying the videos. I really do appreciate it very much so. Thank you for sharing your experiences, and for the new people that are coming through and enjoying the content, I appreciate you very much. I'll definitely be doing more videos like this and talking about this game a bit more since people are enjoying it. And of course, definitely check out my last video that I made. Very interesting, and I will see you next time.